one.
You are watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez in Southern California.
I am Mike Morales here in San Antonio, Tejas, and we have just fallen all over ourselves with Circulo Blanco.
Yeah,
We are
that was good
tasting
stuff.
Circulo.
What did I do with
Circulo.
it? Here it is.
What did you what
Circulo.
Circulo? We did Blanco. Now we are doing the Circulo Reposado. Look at this bottle, ladies and
Great
gentlemen.
stuff.
Isn't that?
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful packaging, Mike.
Yeah, they're. It's like
Very
this
different.
is made out of like I think the top is made out of Kevlar. I don't know. They told us
Very,
ABS material.
very different type of packaging per bottle, I should say. Very elegant.
Yeah, they the interesting thing on the back with it says
I
that
wonder if you can carry it. You can almost carry it like a flask.
yeah, if I could just stick it in my
Put,
back pocket, I would.
put it in your waistband.
Yeah, I know you carry it as a canteen. Yeah,
There you go.
take it camping with you. Look,
There you go.
it's easy to handle. It'll fit great on a shelf. If you're thinking of putting it on a shelf. It's great on your back bar. It's easy to pour. Nice hand feel. It's not going to slip out of your hand. Just that alone is worth getting because it's easy to pour, right? It says it's individually laser coated for traceability and proof of authenticity. Don't be fooled by imitations, ladies and gentlemen.
You mean the Asians are gonna get after this or what?
Hey, could be. They may have plans to go to Asia. I don't know. Right now, primarily, if you go to they got a great Facebook account. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Twitter. They do a lot of social media. Um, the gentleman's name that I was in touch with is Kayvon Tahari. Um Really nice guy. I said the project took them 4 years in development, and what he said was they're trying to create a new profile and optimize the characteristics of the Highlands agave.
Well, I was very impressed with the Blanco.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was impressed by the fact that I thought I had read everything on their POS, but it says that during fermentation they use champagne yeast and they play Mozart. They play classical music as it ferments, and that only means the Mozart method to me. And the champagne yeast is almost this is almost a trademark of Ingeniero Solis, who is the inventor of this what I call the Mozart method. And he's famous for several tequilas that use that method. Siembra Azul, Don Pilar, anything that comes out of the Vivanco family distillery, Nom 1414. So you're looking at Nobleza Azul, you're looking at Viva Mexico. Some of these we've already had, Alex, on
Some of our favorites.
some of our favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this could very well be another one of your favorites or another one of our favorites. So um, they sent us glassware. They sent us POS materials. Like, man, I thought they were all
Coasters.
coasters. And these aren't just any coasters. These are the nice shiny coasters.
These are cool. I use
These
them on
won't
the farm.
they won't absorb anything. It's just gonna get wet and curl up. But you
They're
know,
just gonna get wet and wild.
but hey, it's tequila for the 21st century. So um,
Very cool. Now we're
I,
doing the reposado.
yeah, the repo is according to their website. The repo is it's not even going to tell us how long it's aged. Although in the
I
booklet,
actually got it here, Mike. It's they're new American white oak barrels,
right?
and the reposado is aged for 2 months to a year.
Well, yeah, más
Well,
o menos.
not so
So
much, which is
it's
pretty
it
cool.
yeah.
But did you know they have an añejo and an extra añejo?
They're planning on it probably, but that we didn't get any.
We got to get our hands on some of that.
I know. Well, we got to try this reposado first.
Let's do the reposado.
Let's not throw the baby out with the bath. The reposado may
We
just go.
love, yeah, we love the Blanco.
Blanco was stellar.
Yeah.
Nominated it for Brand of Promise. Let's see what this is going to look like. This looks. I don't know about up to a year, Alex. This looks like 6 to 8 months to me, but what do I know?
This is in new American oak, so it's not.
It's not used,
They're
so
not used, or I don't know if they're charred barrels or not.
well, they
So if they're
probably
new, so they're not going to have any whiskey notes in there.
No, it'll all be just wood if we get anything out of it.
It's got a nice nose.
Nice legs too.
Yeah, nice legs. I went right to the nose. But nice nose, huh? Got honey notes.
This one's my version has a little bit more alcohol in it than I like. I think it just needs to open up a little bit more.
Yeah, it does. It does have some good alcohol content in there, or in the nose, I should say. I'm getting nuts in there too.
I'm not getting any of that right now. I'm getting a
Oh.
lot of alcohol. I'm not sure why.
Mmm. Nice.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, and the retro nasal all of a sudden just opened up for me. Nice wood notes, man. Everything honey. Um,
Got honey, some caramel,
yeah,
some dry fruit.
you
It's a
know the
beautiful reposado.
yeah the nice notes on the that you get from the wood.
This is maple. You got any maple in there? Some maple?
I'm not getting any. No.
I can get some right on the palate, on the tongue. Let's get some sweet notes.
There's some sweetness in it, but it's got a lingering finish on the back end. Not the warm fuzzy on the way down so much, but it's got a lingering finish on the back end.
Yeah,
It very much like the Blanco did, actually.
I love it.
This is really, really good. And it's almost, Alex, it's almost like a traditional reposado, you know? And not that the Blanco was edgy, because it really wasn't. It really had an unusual flavor profile and nose. It just very pleasant nose. So the only thing that it could have done successfully is resting it in the virgin barrels, which is what it says, and acquiring more of the wood notes. You know, whereas some you know some of the more traditional reposados are aged in older barrels and used barrels to round out the edges. This one it didn't really have edges to begin with, so it's adding another layer, you know, using the virgin barrels.
Yeah, it does have some real good structure too.
I don't know
It's
why
very,
I'm still not getting enough nose.
do you have it open for a little while?
Yeah, I did. You know, I there half you know half of it's right at the Circulo half,
But
but that
the cap should work.
well the cap's amazing. You know, it beats cork. You know,
This is a real
there we
pleasing
go.
reposado.
Honestly, if I dig deep, it's I'm inhaling the Blanco again. You don't lose the agave on this one.
Cup is still there.
Yeah, and that's amazing. The apparently they are using the champagne yeast. They are playing the Mozart, the classical music. That is Leopoldo Solis. That's his and Gabriel Espindola. They're partners, and they are they're the ones that began that process. What I call the Mozart
It's
method.
the Mozart dudes.
Yeah, and I have spent a whole evening with Ingeniero Solis, and it's like again It's like talking to Gandhi. The how he approaches distillation and his thing. So I'm going to ask for sure. It's their trademark, but it's not telling us who the master distiller is. But I'll bet dollars to donuts that that's who this is, and I'll find out. But anything made with the Mozart method has been beautiful tequila for us. Aldarete, Grandovejo, anything out of Nome 1414. Siembra Azul is another one. So, frankly, you can't go wrong with this. I'm not sure what the price point is, but they're located all over Houston. You can find them at Specs, which is a large chain of liquor stores here in Texas.
Yeah.
Chances are you'll be able to get them in Dallas, San Antonio, and Specs in Austin. I would get it. This is really great tequila.
Yeah, it's a beautiful tequila. Don't let the fancy packaging.
Yeah, usually it's the other way
Yeah.
around, Alex. Usually, you get the big fancy bottle and the tequila's meh,
Yeah,
eh. But here they put their money where their mouth is.
it's very good. To me, it's another brand of promise on the
Another,
pro.
yeah, definitely brand of promise on Reposado, and of course on packaging.
Yeah,
It's
beautiful
got
package.
beautiful, beautiful packaging.
A lot of
If
thought into the packaging.
Yeah, I'll get some more info from Kayvon. I'll send him a quick note when we're done here and find out who his master distiller is. But it's well worth if they do a lot of tastings here in Texas. If you hear about this brand, or even outside of Texas, I'm not sure if they're anywhere else. I only know that they're in Texas. Go find them. Go find them. Look them up. They're great on Facebook. They're on Twitter. Follow them. They're very, very approachable. They're they got to be young and sharp. I mean, look at the inside of this POS. I mean, it's clean. It's
Good
we
stuff.
yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm really happy with this. I'm glad that we did these tonight.
Those cocktails look good too, huh?
Yeah, they got some great on their website. They have a slew of cocktails and really imaginative stuff. So they got a lot of thought into they put a lot of thought into the marketing, into the packaging, and into the types of cocktails. So they accomplished what they set out to do. I'd say go get them. Go get them. Brand of Promise nominee from us here at Tequila Aficionado. I'm Mike Morales in San Antonio.
I'm Alex Perez in Southern California. You've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. Thanks for watching. And as always, sip wisely.